What up guys, it is Justice here and welcome back to Runescape, and this video is just going to address the premium membership and is it worth it? So just trying to answer that question to the best of my ability, and I'm just going to go with the flow with this video, and this is a very controversial topic, and just as a disclaimer out there, at the end of the day, this is not my personal opinion. I'm just going to be trying to state the facts in this video. I will be adding some of my own personal opinion, of course, that'll just come naturally, but at the end of the day, everyone has their own personal opinion on whether you feel the Premier Club is worth it for you, and this is dependent on your motives as a player. Also, how much money you can make in game compared to how much money you're making IRL through a job. Everyone has a different value that they put onto this premium membership, and they will take that forward and make their own decision and opinion on it. So I'm just going to try and state the facts of the different attributes, the different benefits that you can get from purchasing Premier Club, and the main reason why this is just created an uproar amongst the community in general. A lot of people jumping on bandwagons and stuff like that with negative thoughts towards this update, and I'm just trying to, with this video, I'm going to try and do an all-round perspective. I'm going to be looking at Jax's side of things, I'm going to be looking at different players in different situations, and just going through the facts of how much each of these items and rewards that you can get from Premiership Club, how much are they actually worth if you did put a value on them and actually looked at it from that perspective as well. Yeah, like I said, people will have different motives with this content, whether you just like cosmetics and always purchase the outfits with rune coins, or whether you badly want to get the new auras and you want to use those and have additional auras that you can use in PVM, or in this case divination as well. And maybe you just want to buy it because you really want those extra loyalty points, 150,000 loyalty points, 5 months worth of loyalty points there. If you've been a consistent member for 2 years or more, that's what it's worth to you. And that's a lot of loyalty points. And maybe you don't mind paying that bit extra for the year in advance, get it sorted, and you get that extra loyalty points. Maybe you're running short, you want to purchase some new auras. Or you might be working full time, like I said earlier, and you have the money to spare, which makes the following worth it to you. Everybody has their own individual situation and circumstances which influence their choices. So the facts straight away, in case people haven't even researched into the price yet, Premiership Club membership, or Premier Club membership, has increased by about £11 since last year. Last year it was 25%. If you bought 12 months in advance, if you bought the Premier Club membership gold, it was actually 25% cheaper than actually paying monthly. Based on the price changes that came into effect on the 1st of March 2015, this is one reason why the price has increased. If you pay monthly now, if you are a new member, you've not been a member before, you're going to have to pay £6 a month now if you want to pay on a month-to-month basis. And that has increased. That came into play on the 1st of March 2015. However, according to the official Runescape website, if you purchase a 12-month block of membership, you can do so for $53.99. Rewarding those who purchase in advance with no additional rewards. You're paying just for membership, but if you pay in advance 12 months, it will save you money, and you can do that right now for £53.99. This is £11 cheaper than if you're going to purchase the Gold Premier Club package for £64.99. Now, straight away, people feel neglected by Jax here. They feel like they're being hard done by because last year the deal was just so good. It was too good, you could say. Last year 25% cheaper was a substantial amount of money cheaper, and you received loads of additional benefits, and that made us feel as a player base like we were being rewarded for loyalty. But at the end of the day, we were purchasing an elite package. Most games, when you buy an elite package, is more expensive, are more expensive than if you buy just a month-to-month basis. So we felt like we were being rewarded for loyalty. And to be honest, they probably went the wrong approach about that last year, and now they've increased it rather than maybe going to the same price and doing it in a gradual manner. So you could say the motives have technically changed with this membership package from a loyalty program as such to an elite package as named in the title Premier Package, where you can pay extra to obtain additional rewards. Like many other games out there, like I said, will have this Premier Package that you can purchase, and you will get weapons in advance. Maybe you'll get early access to skins, to different overlays, you'll get access to dance emoticons, any cosmetic extra things you will get access to show that you are a loyal player and to display to everybody else that you love this game and you purchased it in advance and you're showing extra support to the company. And it's just Giants didn't follow this pattern last year and the years before that. Instead, they gave us even more. And, you know, in some ways you would think that if you're paying in advance, you should be rewarded because you're displaying your loyalty in advance, and that is a guaranteed payment that company is receiving. So yes, I do understand that perspective as well. We're paying in advance, and maybe it should just be the same as a normal monthly payment. You know, you could look at it from that perspective that we are paying in advance. They are getting a guaranteed amount of money, and we could have cancelled our membership at any time if we were paying month by month, but instead we're paying in advance. But they're not looking at it from that perspective. Instead, this is an elite package. Now, I am getting conscious that this feels like a one-sided approach. Of course, I would love it to be cheaper. I would love it to be cheaper so I don't have to spend as much money. But I'm going to go into the value of the benefits that you can get from Premiership Club now. And the actual, if you put a value on the things here, and you feel like you genuinely do really want that, then I'm going to put a value on these different attributes for you and tell you approximately how much they would be worth if you were to purchase them. Hopefully these figures are going to be right. They will be approximately right in comparison to existing items in the game when you compare it to like rune coin purchases and things like that. So whilst people may be complaining about Premiership membership price increasing, like I said earlier, it is based off the figures now of the new membership rate, which was changing the 1st of March 2015. But a lot of people, if you look at the facts, still think it's a good deal. Why? Because currently, yes, a 12-month subscription costs $53.99, but even basing on those figures, you're actually in fact saving around £60 if you've put a value on every single item and benefit you're getting out of the gold membership. So I'll go into this now. So technically, you get a bonus treasure hunter key, which is 365 keys a year. If you were going to buy those alone, just alone, 365 keys, it would cost you about £57. It's hard to get an accurate number on this, but that's working out the price per key for the 450 key deal, then multiplied that by 365, you get £57. On top of that, you also get a number of teleports, overrides. For the prices of these in rune coins, a friend of mine took the cheapest outfit and teleport items in the Solomon store, and this came to roughly 1,033 rune coins, which is approximately £15 worth. It's important to note these overrides will not be buyable this year. It's just for comparison reasons, and these are only included in the Premiership Club package. These will be the Majorite outfit, 4 sword overrides, the Posty Pete pet, the retro teleport, and 2 dancer modes, and that's what we base the figures off. And they total up to around 1,033 rune coins based off the cheapest overrides, etc., which you can buy right now in the Solomon store. So you've got £15 worth of teleports, cosmetic overrides within the package as well. So all the extra keys and overrides alone cost £72. That's not including the membership. So if you were going to buy all of these items separately, it would cost you £125.99. So buying gold VIP saves you almost £61, or saves you £61. That's almost half of that initial price that you would have had to have paid if you were going to buy all the cosmetic items and the rune coins and the keys. So that's not even including, by the way, the 150,000 loyalty points and the Majorite aura, which I've not put a value on, both of which could be used in PVM. And the reason why I haven't put a value on that is because loyalty points don't have value. They only have value in time, the cost of time, not the actual monetary value. So that's not even including the 150,000 loyalty points, which would technically take you 5 months to gain if you've been a member consecutively for 2 years or more, even longer if you haven't been a member for 2 years consecutively or more. The Majorite aura has a greater value, not just monetary, but in-game with PVM, where it gives you 5% damage bonus for an hour on a daily basis, cannot be reset, but it also gives you an additional reward where you can use it once a month for 1 hour, and it'll give you 50% damage output for just the banter. And that sounds hilarious and a lot of fun, and that will be a lot of fun, and I'll have loads of fun with that on videos and via stream. You know, that will increase a lot of fun, but it's only for an hour. Don't really want to focus too much on that because I don't feel like it's of a huge value to be able to compare against other things. But I feel like as a whole, people people maybe are just complaining because the cost is more, and I will back those people up in the aspect of it's a big jump. But it's not only, I'm looking at this from the British pound, the Great British Pound perspective, and you've also got to look at the exchange rates. So people who are purchasing this from like Europe, the pound is even stronger now compared to the euros, and therefore the increase in euros is quite substantial. So they are going to be hit harder than people in Britain because of the exchange rate. And yeah, that really sucks. That the exchange rate is like that right now. That does suck, and the increase is about 30 euros or so, and that is quite substantial if you're from Europe. What also is making people angry as well towards this increase is because bonds have naturally increased as well. They have inflated in price. Lots of things are being dumped right now. Lots of bonds are being purchased. The prices are quite substantial now for bonds as well. Recently having Runefest, where lots of people as well bought bonds for Runefest, prices increased quite substantially around that point as well, and they just haven't been dropping. They haven't been dropping in price. That is going to be increasing the membership cost for people who want to purchase with in-game money. Last year it cost around 200 mil. This year, if you want to purchase the Gold Premiership Club package purely with bonds, it will cost you about 340 mil. And I think the price is still rising with that. These figures were taken from around 4 or 5 days ago. But here's another way to help those around this cost of membership. There are other ways in which you can do this. You can buy, let's say, the silver package with IRL money because you feel like that's of value to you. You're working, you feel like that balances more with your economy, and you feel like you can afford that. So you can buy the silver package, and then in-game you can use bonds, which you can purchase with in-game GP. You can then upgrade from silver to gold with bonds. So you can have a mix between purchasing with IRL money and purchasing with in-game GP. And a lot of people might feel that's the best approach for you. We'll take a quick look now at the new Tier 5 Mazrite Aura, which you can get within the Premium Membership Package, Bronze, Silver or Gold. It gives 5% damage boost for 1 hour per day, and for 1 hour per month it will give you a 50% damage boost. This is 50% more boost. That does not affect personal or world records. And now let's compare this to the Tier 3 Dark Magic Aura, which would take you approximately a month and a half of membership to afford in loyalty points. And this aura gives a damage boost of 5 to 15% depending on the monster's life points and the tier of weapon that you're using, and activates from dealing a corrupting damage over time effect. Both auras work across all 3 styles of combat and deal damage bonuses. Yes, Dark Magic does have a chance to deal more damage than the Mazrite Aura, but the Premier Aura allows you to have a great laugh once a month as well, with 50% damage boost, where you may want to use it at Virago Trio for banter or anywhere just to visually see those huge hits. I don't want to focus too much on that because I don't feel like that's of value to really compare, but it is also important to note it does not affect accuracy, and so I'm pretty sure Duo Virago still is not possible without insta-kill darts. So I'll make a separate video on this, but I guess it balances out to an extent. Of course, I'd wish to have a higher damage boost with the Mazrite Aura, but then you're paying extra to gain an advantage within PvE situations. And yes, you can already purchase XP in the game, but I don't think as a community we want the game turning into a structure of paying to deal more DPS as well. But the aura will only be useful for those who are only occasionally, or if not at all, extending their auras with Viswax. So if you don't extend your auras with Viswax, this will be useful, or for those who PVM for long periods of time within a day, for example 4 hours or more. It's also important for any skillers out there listening right now, it does increase the Divine Locations cap by 5%, and it increases the Divine Locations cap by 50% once every 29 days, aka once a month. The only other aura which increases divination experience per hour is the Legendary Enrichment Aura. You can start that obviously from tier 1, it goes all the way up to Legendary, but that's going to cost you over 234,500 loyalty points if you want to get all the way up to Legendary. Yes, it's a really good aura, but it does cost a lot of loyalty points to reach the highest tier. And then at least you've got the Mazrite Aura, which you can use once per day whilst your Enrichment Aura is on cooldown. So that does benefit skillers as well, if you look at it from that perspective. I think it is just a shock to our systems. It was 25% less than normal membership last year. Now it's increased in price. It's greatly impacting those who are grandfathered into a monthly membership where Jagex allowed those players to pay the amount of membership that they've paid for years up to this point without inflating the cost, and they allowed them to do that even when the membership prices did change on the 1st of March 2015. I've bought the Gold Premiership package due to being loyal to the game and largely for the 150,000 loyalty points in case an amazing aura is released in the future and I don't have to think twice about purchasing it. People ask me all the time, how do I have so many loyalty points? It's because I've purchased the Premier Club for the past 3 years now and obtained with that 450,000 extra loyalty points. I've also purchased it for the aura as well, as it'll be a lot of fun streaming and capturing on video for you guys the 50% damage boost, and I'll use the 5% damage boost in PVM situations as well, but also to support the company in creating even better content for us and developing content faster for us as players, such as the NXT client, which is long awaited for amongst the player base. I do think though Giants could have done a much better job with the Majirai outfit, either by redoing it or just creating a whole different outfit altogether. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Make sure to write your thoughts down below. This is a very controversial topic. Respect each other. Like I said at the beginning of this video as well, this video is not saying go and buy Premiership Club. It's amazing. That's not what this video is about. It's just about providing different perspectives to this ongoing debate. And if you feel like you do want to purchase this membership, then don't forget the point I made earlier around you can purchase it with IRL money, let's say the silver package, if you feel that's more value to you and you can afford that, and then you can upgrade it with in-game GP. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.